A new investigative book about Britain's Prince Andrew is alleging the royal had vulgar conversations about women with President Trump. The bombshell report also claims that Trump gifted the prince a list of masseuses during the conversation. The interaction allegedly took place way back in 2000, sometime after the two had been introduced by their mutual friends Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein.
Prince Andrew also earned some high praise for Trump during model Heidi Klum's 2000 Halloween party, which both men attended. Trump said of the Prince Andrew's not pretentious, he's a lot of fun to be with. It's all according to the book's author, highly revered royal writer and historian Andrew Lowney.
As a reminder, Trump in 2019 claimed that he did not know Prince Andrew during remarks with then NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg, despite there being photographic proof that Trump and Andrew had indeed met.
So more of this kind of gross older men getting massages, or it's just, I don't know, everybody likes massages.
I know, I mean, it's also, this
not
is
good.
It's not good. I mean, it's certainly creepy.
I mean, it's fine. You can, with adults consenting, it's none of my business. It's just weird.
Well, and if there's a very big, if we're talking about very young women and stuff, the thing I would say about this is I am no defender, as you're well aware, of Donald Trump. I'm also no defender of the British royal family.
Wait to see where this is
but going. I'm kind of suspicious of these reports that emerge hazily sourced, saying, oh, they had a conversation 25 years ago and one gave a list of masseuses to the other, or they had, they use some vulgar terminology. I mean, maybe, but it's like, it doesn't seem the most nailed down story in the world to me. And so I think that, certainly the royals, it's a bit like the Kennedy family here. They elicit this constant stream of books that tend by their nature to be very gossipy and innuendo-laden. And like I say, look, I mean, I'm very opposed to the British royal family, but that does not mean that I think everything negative ever written about them is true.
Yeah, we're talking about this because Prince Andrew obviously was, as viewers know, was accused of some form of misconduct by
with Virginia
Frey, one of the Epstein people who was in the news again last week because of, it's not a revelation, we already knew this, but Trump was asked about her and she confirmed she worked at Mar-a-Lago and said that was the reason they had a falling out because, and she worked as a massage person or person at the spa, was recruited by Epstein for his operation, and Trump was annoyed that his employees were being poached.
And she, sadly, of course, died by suicide, but now her family are out saying that they want more details released and more details about the whole.
And made an accusation against a bunch of people, including Alan Dershowitz, and she recanted that accusation after making it. So it's all kind of a mess. It's hard to know exactly what all went on here. Yeah, maybe he met Prince Andrew. He didn't remember. You can't remember everything you did 25 years ago, as you point out.
Yeah.
And he ran a hotel living quarter with a spa, and it would be, if you really like massage, well, here's a list of people who do that at our building. Would not be the most damning thing ever.
No,
I don't. Right? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of these things are tricky. The Virginia Giuffre matter coming back into the news is just a reminder of how sad a lot of this. I mean, she was a very vulnerable person who was grossly abused. It seems to me, even setting aside the issue of certain individuals that she recanted. It's also worth noting that Prince Andrew did settle her case against him for an undisclosed but reportedly very large sum.
I mean, they have a lot of money. Settling is not an admission of guilt. You can, when you're extremely wealthy, settling it could be the most expedient way out of a thing.
It is, I mean, I think you tend, I think, to be more, I mean, it is certainly true that a settlement is not an admission of guilt. I think you tend to be more generous of your assessment of people who settle these things than I am, because I tend to think if you're a very prominent person like him and you believe you're really lily white and innocent, and the photo of them that everyone has seen, he contended was some sort of fake.
Well, that was obviously not true.
Yeah,
it was a fake photo. No, that was made up. Yeah, I have no interest in defending him or the royal family at all. I don't care about that. as disinterested as any human being could be
Good.
in the royal family. I
More of
don't
that.
follow news about them. I find it odd. We're Americans. Gosh darn it. We won a war, so we didn't have to care about what the royal family is doing. It's odd.
But I agree with that. I do find that American reverence for the British royal family extremely peculiar.
It's increased over time.
You think so?
I think it has increased over time. I don't know why that is.
I mean, the explanation is typically that, oh, well, it's this history that goes back hundreds and hundreds of years, and America being a comparatively young country, people are somehow envious of this thing that stretches back centuries. But
from the American perspective, I think Queen Elizabeth was someone who has been admired, very, decades of stability, and someone being the head of the royal family who is admirable and kind, and not policy based in any way favorable to, but visits, and we visit, and it's just nice and stable.
Sure.
Before that, she had a very long reign. Again, stable, admired for World War II related reasons too, and all that. I think she's just generally increased the sympathy for her, and some of the difficulties the family went through later has increased the appreciation for the royal family as an institution, is my guess.
Probably, and the whole drama, for want of a better term, around Princess Diana and all of that, and her death in such bad circumstances. All of that thing, I think, fuels the whole matter. To get back to the point at hand, I suppose, if this is actually validated that Trump and Andrew had these conversations, that'll be yet another new little episode, new little wrinkle for everyone to explore, keeping this story in the headlines. Not helpfully for Trump, but I don't really care.
Maybe it's just me personally, and no judgment to anyone if they enjoy this experience, including you or anyone watching. I would never get a massage from a stranger. It just feels so, that's like an unpleasant
You've never
thing.
had a massage?
I wouldn't pay for someone,
No, before
a romantic partner rubbing your shoulders or something is different, but sure. not a, I wouldn't pay for one from a stranger. It just seems awkward and weird to me, and I don't like being touched by strangers. I would not do it. I would not want to do it. I find it weird and creepy.
I enjoy a good massage once
All
in
right.
a while.
Well, I don't mean to besmirch you. I'm not claiming you're in the Epstein files because of it.
I certainly am not. I'm glad to clarify that point. Glad to clarify, I'm not talking about sexualized massages, but I think they can be relaxing and loosen up the shoulders a bit, because we all sit over laptops in that kind of weird praying mantis position.
I have the worst posture of any person on earth, so maybe I would benefit from one, because I'm hunched like this over my computer. Yeah. I slouch. Well, now we have our whole bodies on screen at all times.
Well, exactly. So you can't be slouching now.
It's a great travesty.
Perhaps our viewers would crowdfund a massage for you.
Oh God, no. Maybe they're going to crowdfund a desk for us, because they...
I think there'd be more public support for that, judging from the comments.
They missed the era when our legs were a greater mystery. All right, that's enough talking about our bodies on this show. We've got a lot more to talk about. We swear, some actual news and some politics. Stay with us for more Rising.